Welcome to Cliff Village, deep in the Sichuan Mountains. This is a place I've wanted to visit for a long time, and it just happens I've got this little window where I'm not too occupied with kids, and the weather is really nice. It's kind of mid-August now, it's fairly quiet, so I think now is the perfect time to climb up to this village. Before you even reach the steel ladders, you get a good workout. The story is, a few hundred years ago, their ancestors escaped conflict and climbed up this cliff face up onto a mountaintop plateau, which is about 800 meters up on this steel ladder. In 2016, late that year, as part of a poverty alleviation drive, the local government raised 1 million yuan and had this steel ladder built. So in total, this has 2,556 steps, and it's going to take us 800 meters to the top of this mountain here. So now I've got two friends who are coming with me today. His name is Mousa Labo. He's climbed this many times. He grew up in this area. He's going to tell us a bit about his story and also give me some encouragement.
你是哪里的？
英国来的。
英国的。
对。
呀。
第一次来这里。
敢不给酒？
喝酒啊，可能到山上可以喝点儿。With so much climbing ahead of us, it's not a great idea to have alcohol, I think. I was planning to go a bit earlier, but on the advice of my friend, he suggested we wait a little bit. Otherwise, you know, these steel rods, railings that we hold onto can get a bit hot. I brought these gloves with me. If you don't, then you've either got to hold onto these hot railings or you're going to get friction burns off this rope. So I think that was a good move. I'll say it's a 45-degree gradient, but these steel steps are pretty flat. And holding onto the rope, it's quite easy. After the first 4 or 5 flights, it kind of gives you this little plateau where you can kind of sit down and get a breather.
你会说英语吗？
不会。
他会说英语，他会说中文。
对，对。
韩国吧。
这个山就是悬崖村、阿图涅尔村，然后对面那个是瓦屋村，这2个村都是差不多的，拖的路也都是钢梯。
一族都有自己的语言，对吗？
有。
对。
怎么跟你？
怎么跟你？
就是差不多你好的意思。这块地以前是一块宝地，阿图那尔村就是阿土家发牛的地方，然后后来就阿土家住这里，然后再后来我们就知道了这块地，就觉得很好很安全，然后打仗就是把他前面的人打跑了，然后我们就把这块地抢下来，在这里住了200多年了。以前就是最困难的就是小孩子上学和，比如说哪家的老年人生病了，谁生病了的时候都必须背下来。
以前有没有人那个摔伤？
最危险的地方是最安全的，人都会小心翼翼的走。比如说到了这些地方，就是稍微好走一点的地方，就很多人都摔过。
对。I also like how every now and then you come across these big wicker baskets and people can throw away their bottles in here, so that way the environment can stay pretty clean. And so far, I have to say it's very pristine up here.
This thing is dangerous here. The elevator is dangerous.
Not yet, just a little tiring.
Yes.
Did you climb up to the top?
It's too hot today.
Well, look at these guys. They don't have a fear in the world. 害不害怕吗？坐这里啊？
不害怕。我是专门往这个探险的。
从这里到山上要多久天黑啊？
现在可能还要1个小时，1个半小时左右。
哦，这你们生活在山上的时候是靠什么生活的呢？
就是自己种自己吃，就是种玉米、种土豆，然后还有放羊、放牛，这些都是自己用，自己吃。因为那些牛 小的时候背上去哑的，然后长大了就背不下来。
I've just been told by my friend Labo that he actually holds the record for descending and climbing this mountain. He said from top to bottom he did it once in 15 minutes and climbed it in about 30. At the moment I would say I'm not feeling, too tired. And you're kind of looking down most of the time. So I think fear of heights isn't really that big an issue. Oh, I can feel the lactic acid in my legs. Let's just take a seat here. It's nice and cool in the shade.
这些都是背着东西上山，比如说大米呀，然后买各种生活用品都是背上山。
那你背过最重的东西是什么呢？
游客就到这里来，然后就摔了，就是他说他有198斤，我背他下去。那个时候是这个钢铁还没修的时候，就走不动了。
Very good.
Oh, did he climb to the top?
Yes.
Is it hard?
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Okay, well, I'm going to stay there tonight. So please do hear that. So far it has been hard work, but the ladders haven't been particularly steep, but that is all changing now. And I would guess this one is maybe 70 or 75% gradient. This ladder is so steep, you can't hold on to the railings or the rope, even though they're still there. But you basically have to climb this ladder on all fours. 休息一下吧. Just as I was sitting down, this fell out of my backpack. I told him forget it, it's too dangerous, but this guy is like Spider-Man. Right, so we've climbed to the first steep ladder. We've got another one up here. Labo is way ahead and he's going to film me struggling up this one here. And this ladder is pretty steep and also pretty high. Okay, so I'll try and give you a decent view as I'm climbing up. On the mountain opposite, I can see they've got another steel ladder. And in the past, I thought this was the only one in the Daliang Mountains, but some local people down below tell me that it's best to climb this one because the steel ladder going up to Atulieer Village, Cliff Village, is in better condition because they maintain it every year because we get so many tourists coming along. Climbing down this mountain is going to be so much easier tomorrow. I can tell you that for sure. Oh. Yeah. Oh. 这是最陡的一个，这是很陡。Man, this is steep as hell. Oh boy. It's another case where we have to climb on all fours. I was quite surprised to learn that you can climb this any time of the day and night. I climbed up another steep set of ladders. I suppose he could climb onto that to get a souvenir photograph, but I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. Okay, so that's vertical distance, so not ladder distance. So because this guy is so fast, and he might have even played a part in the design, that they named this section after this guy. 这个地方为什么叫拉伯站啊？
因为你看这一段都是垂直的，然后当时就也没有人敢下来，就这一段是我自己设计的，包括下面那个休息平台。
When my pal here was saying this is called Labo Station, he wasn't joking. So they got it here, painted onto the wall. And I love this blend. Blue skies, wisp of cloud, green hillsides, and red rock cliff faces. Right, we've been enjoying the view for about 10 minutes, but it's time to move on. Let's complete this last stretch. See how steep this cliff is here. Wow.
半个小时到了。
我说这里半个小时。
可以。
你是直播？
没有，
不是拍视频。
我有一个直播，他在上面看着，有个人在路上正走着的，是你吧？
对。
是你。
哦，注意安全，倒着走啊，倒着走。
习惯，没事。这老外都来了。
Hello， 你好。
不远了，加油！
加油！腿好酸啊！
慢一点。
Let's go and do it. Labo is like climbing these railings again. Let me show you. This guy has some serious guts. Okay, got another long ladder here, not so steep. I can tell you it is so serene up here, you wouldn't believe it. You get to see the evening rays of sunlight, you know, kind of shining across the valley. Yeah, but just feeling really relaxed and glad I made this trip all the way from Chongqing. Okay, that's the last stretch. So we've got those ladders and then we're in the village. I would like to do this, you know, every day, but as maybe a once or twice in the life experience, I would definitely recommend it for you. There's a little billy goat waiting for us at the top. This one isn't too steep. I don't even need to hold on to the railings. And ironically, here I think we've got to go down before we go up. Last breather, drink of water, then this should be it. Got another little plateau. So, 最后一个吧. Let's keep going. Again, it's just the lactic acid in your legs burning away. Just give it a few seconds and then you can keep going. Okay, we made it. So we've got two directions. We're going to go this way. This is where we're staying tonight. But we've got other choices this way. But let's go with Labo.
到村子了，这就是所谓的悬崖村了。
It's obviously a wired place. We can see the electric wires, the cables. Also, the internet is working. I've got like a 4G connection up here, no problem. Okay, so we made it to the guest house. We're going to take you for a grand tour in a moment. Labo, he's going to go back down the mountain. I'm going to stay overnight. I'm going to come down by myself. Right, let's go and take a look. Here we go. So we've got a table here. This is often used for hot water. This is a QR code on there. So I think the idea is if you get hungry or thirsty, you help yourself and you just pay by scanning that code with your phone. Then here we've got a couple of beds. You know, it's not a 5-star hotel, but I think for one night, this is going to be a special experience. So we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 beds. The girls are staying in the hut over there. Those guys have a gender segregated one over here. So I'm actually going to be staying on this side. And whilst I'll still have a bit of energy left on my battery, let's go and take a look. So a bed in this room is 50 yuan a night. But if you want to splash out for an extra 10 yuan, you can stay in the presidential suite. And no kidding, that's what it says in Chinese. So I'm spoiling myself and I'll be sleeping in here tonight. You know, the bedding is very soft. We've got a window, got a wooden floor, and that's about it. You might also be curious how we get a shower here. And I am soaked in sweat, I can tell you that. Well, we have a tap over there and a hose pipe. So I guess that it's a bit later when nobody's looking. I'll take off my gear and I'll just hose myself down like this. Okay, so I think that about brings our vlog today to an end. It took us 2.5 hours to climb up to the plateau. I suppose that is relatively slow, but you have to bear in mind that it was pretty hot earlier. I'm carrying this heavy backpack. I broke my elbow 4 months ago. I've got like an orthopedic implant in there. And then also I've been stopping a lot of the time to take video. So overall, I'm pretty happy. So from here in the middle of nowhere in the Daliang Mountains, I want to thank you for watching this vlog. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And in the future, hopefully we'll get to do more exciting adventures like this. So I'm James, and I will catch you later.